Today what I want to talk about is simple living versus minimalism and what I think simple living actually means. Simple living and minimalism do have a lot of overlap. One thing they have in common is saying that our consumerist lifestyle of buying things and thinking that is going to make us happy is a lie. And I would say that's pretty much where the similarities begin and end. Minimalism basically says that, and it stops there. So you are left, after you reach this realization that you should stop filling your house with junk and spending tons of money on it, you're sort of left to figure out, okay, where do I go from here in order to replace the happiness that I was getting through shopping? Where do I go next to make me happy? So obviously that's different for everybody, and it's good in a sense that it's personal, but it really doesn't give you any direction. Simple living says, okay, so our consumerist lifestyle is a lie. Buying things does not make you happy. And here are some things that will make you happy. And they are replacing consumption with production and being happier at home. So a lot of minimalists will become world travelers, and that is fine for them, but if you think about it, traveling the world is still a very consumerist activity. You're relying entirely on outside inputs, you're spending tons of money. Whereas someone living a simple life, instead of replacing their shopping with buying things that are not physical items, they are replacing their shopping with production. So someone who believes in simple living, instead of traveling the world, is going to do things like raise their own animals, garden, bake their own bread. And that's why I think simple living is ultimately more sustainable, because it is productive, it is home-based, and it gives you direction about what to do once you've set aside your bad habits of shopping and acquiring items. That is why I love the term simple living. I feel that it can mean so much. It can mean something different to everybody, whereas minimalism basically just says to everyone, no, you shouldn't have that, you shouldn't buy that, you figure out the rest. Simple living opens doors for you and says, okay, so if you're not going to be happy buying things, here are some things that you can do to make you happy. And those things are all going to be production based, which ultimately is going to lead to a lifetime of satisfaction, because if you're focusing on producing instead of consuming, you've truly stepped outside of consumerist culture. And that's why being like a true homesteader, where you are truly living off the land, even though it's very rare, is really the ultimate form of simple living, because even though it's very complicated, you have stepped entirely outside of consumerist culture. I am in no way equipped to do that, so I am taking really small steps like baking bread, raising vegetables, having my own chickens, where even though it may add to more items in my home and more money spent, it's ultimately a rejection of consumerism, and that's why to me it falls under the simple living umbrella. So it's my favorite topic, it's what my blog is all about. Everything that I write about is either about being happy with what you have, which is part of that minimalist mindset, or stepping beyond that, being able to produce things on your own. I would love to know if you agree with me, or if you consider yourself a minimalist and think that I have gotten this entirely wrong, or if you find the idea of simple living more appealing than minimalism for the reasons that I've said. So I hope I haven't offended anyone, and thank you for watching.